Defend the Spratlys and Scarborough Shoal. An open letter to President Pinoy Aquino and the Filipino people. Ang lahat ng ginagawa natin ay para sa sambayanang Pilipino, lalo na sa ating mga kabataan. Mahalin natin ang ating nag-iisang Pilipinas, kasama ang Spratlys at Scarborough Shoal, na talagang sa atin at ang mga kayamanan nito, ngunit inaangkin ng bansang China. Filipinos, let us unite and defend the Spratlys and Scarborough Shoal as one united Filipino nation. This defense must be anchored both in legal and historical terms and equally important in military might. Fellow Filipinos, do not stand down in the West Philippine issue. The Philippines on the right side of the controversy. Our dear President Pinoy Aquino, do not let us down. Do not let the Filipinos down in this pressing issue that shall affect the economic and political life of this great nation. The resources therein shall greatly improve the lives of so many Filipinos. On the legal and historical basis of our entitled and claim over the islands, islets, atolls, shoals, and other landmass in the West Philippine Sea and the waters therein. The discourse by Philippine Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio outlines in clear and irrefutable manner the sovereignty and territorial jurisdiction as the Philippines over said area. Even the Chinese cannot present a reasonable and justifiable claim against that of the Philippines. The Chinese 9-dash line as a legal and historical basis for their claim is simply outrageous and preposterous. It is a legal stupidity supported only by brazen military might and power. Nothing more, nothing less. I was first immersed into this issue way back in my college days in the early 1990s in the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and made it my topic for term paper in my Communications 3 subject. The written literature on the topic then was mostly that of Maria Ceres Dayo and representative of Pangasinan, Jose Joe de Venecia. To the Filipinos already well versed on the subject then, the actions of China in occupying unoccupied islands, islets, and reefs was referred to as a creeping invasion into sacred Philippine territory. To the many foreign correspondents on the topic, it was dubbed as potential flashpoint in Asia. Today, it is a matter of life and death to the Filipino nation. Why a matter of life and death to the Filipino people? Imagine a militarily powerful China with their so-called coast guards firing water cannons against Filipino fishermen to drive them away from their traditional fishing grounds in the Scarborough Shoal and the Spratlys. Imagine China making a reclamation project of the almost always submerged, very small Mischief Reef and make it about 200 times larger in land area than it originally was. Imagine China building on the reclaimed lands in Mischief Reef and 6 other reclaimed isles and reefs, constructing their own military bunkers and platforms, airstrips, seaports, and radar stations. Imagine China just about 50 kilometers from the Philippine-occupied Ayungin Reef and about 100 kilometers from the main Philippine island of Palawan, with full of guns and bullets, with batteries of land-based missiles, with battle-ready fighter planes and Navy destroyers and frigates, with fangs on its face, straight looking into and threatening the very heart of Philippine sovereignty and territory. Imagine China, which is a very far neighbor of ours, but its warplanes and ships and missiles just in our doorsteps. With the Filipinos just sit down and watch China continue building battle-ready military facilities in the very doorsteps of Philippine land, of Philippine waters, and of Philippine sovereignty. Me and my small band of Filipino patriots just cannot sit down and watch China. It is true, we must befriend China, but such friendship must be based on mutual respect and mutual benefit. In fact, Mr. President Aquino, we urge the Philippines to join China in this proposed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. But with regards to the West Philippine Sea issue, we must act and act accordingly. We support the arbitral case filed by the Philippines against China in the United Nations. In fact, China is not facing the Philippines in this case because China has no rightful, legal, and historical basis of their unfounded claim of the whole West Philippine Sea. However, this course of action is not enough. We believe, and we firmly believe, that a military component or any semblance towards a military security defense is imperative, urgent, pragmatic, and indispensable. Only a fool and an unpatriotic idiot would say that a military component or forceful deterrence is not part of the solution. We thus call on our Philippine government, especially President Aquino, Vice President Binay, DFA Secretary Del Rosario, DND Secretary Gazmin, AFP Chief of Staff Katapang, Senate President Rilon, House Speaker Belmonte, and all duly constituted authorities of the national and local governments to stand up for the Filipinos here and abroad and to seriously consider and take the following course of actions. Short term, 1. Make a supplemental budget for 2015 for national defense to procure more modern and technologically advanced military hardware, especially for the Air Force and the Navy, and the training of our armed forces needed for and indispensable to the defense of the Filipino presence and the Philippine title and claim to the Spratlys and the Scarborough Shoal. The Armed Forces Modernization Act must be viewed and increase in budgetary allocation henceforth. 2. Hire and train more officers and enlisted personnel of the AFP with greater emphasis on the Air Force and the Navy to achieve a strength of 180,000 men and women at the end of year 2015, 250,000 at the end of 2016, 300,000 at the end of 2017, and a target of 500,000 men and women by end 2020. 3. Build, rebuild, strengthen our presence in our occupied islands and reefs, and modernize our airstrip and naval facilities in the West Philippine Sea, especially in Pag-asa Island. 4. This we must think very carefully, but must be done. Dismantle the newly constructed and ongoing construction of military buildings, radar stations, airstrips, and ports in Mischief Reef, in Mabini Reef, and 5 other Chinese-occupied reefs and atolls that are so near Palawan Province, which is a main body of land of our beloved Philippines. In fact, Mischief Reef is only 50 kilometers from Philippine-occupied Ayungan Reef, where our grounded BRP Sierra Madre stands and waves proudly the Philippine flag and defended by Marines. Utilizing all available, known, and knowable diplomatic means and strategies, our government must protest and clearly ask China to stop the ongoing reclamation and construction and dismantle the already constructed facilities in Mischief Reef and 6 other reefs which are so near Palawan Province, and other Philippine-occupied islets and reefs. If China agrees, let us help China in the dismantling process. If China will not agree to voluntarily stop and dismantle the ongoing reclamation and construction of military facilities, we call on President Aquino to immediately convene the National Security Council and invite the United States, our ally in the Mutual Defense Treaty, in a specific and objective motivated meeting for a military strike against specific targets in the West Philippine Sea and only against China. The meeting is not aimed to reach a decision whether to strike or not. With a decision to militarily dismantle the newly constructed and the ongoing construction of military facilities, the only purpose for the meeting is, God forbid, how to mitigate the adverse consequences, whatever that shall be, to the Filipino soldiers defending our sacred title to the Spratlys and to the Filipino people in general. This is actually a preemptive strike that must be carefully studied and prepared for. This is a very hard decision to make. We do believe, however, that it is really to the best national interest of the Filipino people to stand up now and not later against the bullying of China in the West Philippine Sea than wait in the near future when the reclamation are all completed and the military buildings, radar stations, airstrips, and ports are all operational. In terms of military hardware, we have no much against China, but I think we stand not alone. And with the proximity we have in the area of dispute and the corresponding distance of the naval and air bases of China, we Filipinos and our beloved soldiers fighting for sacred Filipino land and seas might just have a chance. We shall take the chance now or forever lose our sacred lands and waters in the West Philippine Sea. If the Americans shall help us with the invocation of the Mutual Defense Treaty, the conflict shall be contained to a minimum and damage to the Filipino troops and people shall be minimal. If the Americans shall not help us, then God forbid, there shall be many Filipino heroes and martyrs dying in defense of our sacred land and seas. We must live for our people. And if by chance an opportunity opens for us to die for our sacred lands and seas, and so be it, in order for our future generations of Filipinos to live in peace and prosperity. If the Americans shall not help us or shall not intervene in any way to stop the fighting, then of what use is our Mutual Defense Treaty with the Americans? Long term. 5. The Philippine government must promote, support, encourage, and invest in a reasonable, efficient, and profitable military-industrial complex that may supply the military hardware like planes and ships to defend our sacred territory, and help employ Filipinos, and help save millions or billions of dollars to buy imported military hardware. 6. Fully pursue to its conclusion, with or without cooperation from China, our arbitral case in the UN. This is without prejudice to China, talking to the Philippine government bilaterally or collectively together with the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. 7. Engage China diplomatically, together or not with ASEAN, to make an effective and enforceable code of conduct in the West Philippine Sea, with the end in mind of non-aggressive moves in the area, the maintenance of non-occupation of still unoccupied isles, atolls, islets, shoals, and other solid formations, and the enforcement of a policy of no building military facilities in the area. And 8. Gather all states who are stakeholders of the West Philippine Sea, including all claimant states, non-claimant states who use the sea lanes as transit points, and all other states who have interest in the area because of security, economic, political, or any other reason, in a convention and to agree to a norm of conduct beneficial to humanity, particularly the claimant states. Freedom of navigation in the West Philippine Sea must be guaranteed. Mga kababayan kong Pilipino, nasa Pilipinas man kayo kung saan man dako sa buong mundo, ang ating sambayanang Pilipinas, kasama dyan ang Spratlys at Scarborough Shoal, ay isa lang at wala ng iba. Ito ay atin. Ito ay magiging sa atin, mga anak at kabataan. Huwag nating pabayaang maangkin ng China. Spratlys and Scarborough Shoal, ipaglalaban ko, paglalaban namin. Our stand is for peace, lasting peace, and not volatile and temporary peace for the West Philippine Sea. We want China to be our national friend. Don't get us wrong. We want China to be our national friend and not to be an international bully. In sum, the only parameter in this call to action of our government is the best national interest of the Filipino people. We want the Philippines to be a responsible and peaceful partner in the international community of nations. But if our sovereignty and territory is trampled upon, we shall fight, ready or not. Philippine national interest cannot and shall not be compromised. I and we believe that to act now militarily but selectively against only China in its reclamation and construction of military facilities in the West Philippine Sea is to the best national interest of the Filipino, now and in the future. To quote the late Singaporean Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, we Filipinos must say, this is our country. This is my life. This is my people. You trample over us, over our dead bodies. Mga kababayan, mahal natin ang ating inang bayang Pilipinas. Paglaban natin to. Samahan kami. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang Pilipino. Maraming salamat.